I've got the door.
011, right.
Team deathmatch. We've got enemy inbound. Lock and load.
Enemy at the palace.
Reloading. Lost the lead, soldier. Reloading. We're in control. Friendly UAV overhead. Enemy UAV overhead. Right there.
Sir, 011.
Allied cruise missile.
Center 1, Overwatch.
Friendly care package inbound. Halfway there, keep fighting.
Enemy at the crossroads.
I'm with you.
Friendly sentry gun online.
I'm driving. On y va.
Enemy at the checkpoint.
I was for you. I have to be.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Setting decoy.
Enemy at the Palace Dome.
One right zone in the house.
Allied cluster strike inbound.
Setting charge.
We're almost there. Let's bring it
Reloading.
home.
Reloading.
Enemy at the checkpoint.
30 seconds. Time's up. Move your asses. Friendly. yourself sorted. We'll be deploying shortly.
Going this way.
Enemy soldier incoming. Warm-up's done. Time to kick this off.
Does anyone want this? Does anyone want this
Royale.
we got last?
All right, soldier. Mark a drop point for your team.
I'll take it.
Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you get moving.
There, I'm going. I will take it. Watch out. We hold cancel that.
Your primary objective is to kill them all. Proceed to the marked location and secure the area.
Body armor here.
Primary objective accomplished. Recon intel secured.
SMG here.
Does anyone need this?
Looks good to me.
Proceed to the marked location and secure the area. Enemy UAV overhead. Primary objective accomplished. Recon intel secured. Losing
Does
ground.
anyone want this? I found a vehicle. Come with me, I'll drive.
All right, passenger. Does
Bounty
anyone need
contact
this?
identified.
Trophy system online.
We're in the safe
I'll
zone.
drive, let's go.
Watch for enemy.
I got shotgun.
Light vehicle here.
This is the Gulag. Survive and you can redeploy. Listen up, soldier. Win here and you return to the front line. But if you lose, you're done. Time to earn your freedom, soldier. The front line. Earned it.
Mark out, move. Your teammate has entered the Gulag. Surviving earns them redeployment. Enemy UAV overhead. Your teammate's done in. They're returning to base.
UAV. Let's go.
I found an aid station.
Aid station marked. Everyone in the safe zone. Scavenger contract
Does
located.
anyone need this? Give it to me.
Found a vehicle.
Buy stick.
Looks good to me. I've got a vehicle here. I found a vehicle.
Your teammate has been designated as a high-value target. Guard them at all costs.
Eyes on a care package. Going this way.
Not all here. Regroup in the safe zone. Mark out. Moving.
All right, passenger.
Going this way.
Mark out. Going in.
I've got a helo here. Does anyone want this? Disregard last. A helo here.
Does anyone need this?
Gas is moving in. Safe zone located.
Found a helo.
I found a vehicle. Does anyone want this?
There. I'm going.
Relocating.
Moving up.
Moving. Moving.
Repositioning.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Target spotted!
Does
Got gas
anyone need
moving
this?
in.
Moving up. Cancel my
I
lap.
need
Moving
armor
up.
plates.
Going this way.
Mark out. Going in.
Enemy
Buy station
UAV
identified.
overhead.
Found some cash here.
Copy your mark.
Enemies in the area.
Made it! Just hold still!
Objective is to eliminate the bounty target.
Target down.
An enemy team is hunting you. Stay alert.
And now.
Use safe zone located.
Movement.
Allied cluster strike inbound. Enemy UAV overhead. Loadout drop headed your way.
Movement.
Enemy UAV overhead. Bounty target is down. Well done. Enemy UAV overhead. 50 remain in the AO.
Stay up. Move. Focus.
Movement!
Planting Claymore. You're fine. I got you.
Punch the one that's falling out there. Get this done. Sharpish. Gas is closing in. Rest on your shoulders. Finish the mission. Keep up the good work. Enemy cluster strike incoming. Not that one, but we'll come back to one next.
Дополнительный охрану мотив. Выполняю. ВПД, доложить обстановку. 12, доклад. Слушайте, сообщайте о потерях. Очертить периметр до устранения угрозы. Как можно?
Deathmatch. Here they come. Attack!
Following you. I see movement.
We are in command here.
Станция устранения угроз.
Setting decoy. Reloading.
We have a personal radar drone ready for escort.
Taking fire.
Enemy at the center.
Counter UAV ready to deploy.
Готовы к отходу.
Enemy at the yellow building.
This is Falcon 3-0. Scrambler copy. Falcon 3-0 en route. Personal radar coverage.
Our counter UAV has been destroyed.
Reloading.
Понял.
This is Falcon 3-0. Personal radar. Calling to base.
Enemy at the yellow
Setting
building.
decoy.
Enemy at the bottom.
Это ТП.
Allied UAV
Setting
overhead.
decoy. Check your fire. Enemies in the area.
Enemy near Main Street.
Reloading. I'm with you. I'm taking fire.
Changing max.
Enemy at the playground.
Allied cluster strike incoming.
I have to reload.
Setting decoy. Check your fire. I'm taking fire.
Enemy near Main Street.
Reloading.
We're halfway there. Keep going. Allied counter UAV activated.
Setting decoy.
Enemy at the laundromat.
Reloading. Reloading.
Friendly care package inbound.
Setting decoy. Check your fire.
Allied precision airstrike incoming. Be aware.
Enemy at the playground. Enemy at the laundromat.
Enemy shield turret on the field.
Enemy at the main.
Reloading.
Enemy at the tire shop.
Get down.
Setting decoy.
Enemy at the barber shop. Enemy at the laundromat.
Reloading. Reloading.
Enemy at the barber shop.
With you.
1 minute remaining. Keep going. The day is almost finished.
Right behind you.
Enemy at the laundromat.
Reloading.
Enemy cruise missile. 30 seconds. We are out of time. Move. Enemy shield turret on the field.
Enemy at the laundromat.
Good work. We expect great things from you.
Still in the house. Close to 3. Moving on the third deck. Right. No, no shot. Don't move the kill next.
Team deathmatch. Enemy threats in the AO. Weapons hot.
All right, let's go.
I'm driving. On y va.
All right, let's go. Reloading. Reloading.
Reloading.
I'll drive.
You 6.
Enemy at the crossroads.
Bravo.
We pulled ahead.
Bravo. This
Reloading. Setting decoy.
Friendly UAV overhead.
At your back.
Enemy at the crossroads.
Reloading. There.
Hostile.
Yeah, target down.
Plant explosive.
overhead.
Setting decoy.
I'll drive.
Halfway
Now
there,
let's
keep
go.
fighting.
I'm driving. On y va.
Friendly UAV overhead.
Enemy at the cargo containers.
Reloading.
Got a personal radar drone ready for escort.
We need radar. Send recon.
Copy. Jaguar 3-0 en route for personal radar coverage.
I'm with you.
Enemy at the crossroads.
Reloading.
One go movement.
This is Jaguar
Enemy at the cargo
3-0. Personal
container.
radar is bingo fuel. Recalling to base.
Enemy at the riverbed.
Enemy personal radar in the air.
Still lit.
Setting
Enemy at the
decoy.
cargo containers.
Changing mags.
Enemy at the shantytown.
Less than a minute. Keep fighting. Get out of here. Allied cluster strike inbound.
Enemy at the cargo containers.
Changing mags. Ah!
30 seconds. Time's up. Got a personal radar
Reloading.
drone ready for escort. Enemy cluster strike incoming. Take cover. Stand down, lads. They've had enough of one day.
Got movement. Bill, left. Copy. Moving to secure. Bravo, this is 1-1. Got movement. Circle hallway. Check. Center on overwatch. Balcony clear. 1 KIA.
Team deathmatch. Enemy threats in the AO. Weapons off.
Enemies in the
Enemy
area!
at the compound.
Taking control.
Reloading! Reloading! Enemies in the area! Changing mags! Reloading!
Enemy at the buses.
Right. Coming in.
Contact! Contact!
We're losing ground. Step it up.
Enemy at the compound.
Reloading! Reloading!
Friendly UAV overhead.
Enemy at the center.
Taking control.
Enemy at the buses.
Hostile
Enemy near
sighted.
Main Street.
KIA.
Enemy at the buses.
Reloading!
You've lost the lead, soldier. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy counter UAV online.
Target down!
Enemy at the compound.
Enemy cluster strike incoming. Take cover. Enemy personal radar in the air.
DFB throw them away.
Enemy cruise missile incoming. load up. Enemy personal
Enemy at
radar in the air. Got a personal radar drone ready for action.
Enemy at the compound.
I got him! Don't
Enemy
take
UAV
him!
on standby.
Yeah,
Enemy
target
personal
down!
radar in the air.
Got movement on the first deck.
Deploy counter UAV on my mark!
This is Jaguar 3-0, scrambler coverage active.
Reloading! We need radar! Send recon!
Counter UAV down.
Copy, Jaguar 3-0 inbound.
Be advised, friendly precision airstrike inbound. Allied cruise missile away. Personal radar been shot down. We've lost Overwatch.
Enemy at the compound.
There's no water.
Entering your main street.
Setting decoy.
Enemy at the compound.
Enemy personal radar in the air. Friendly care package inbound.
Enemy at the bridge.
Allied cruise missile away. Enemy UAV overhead.
Enemy at the compound.
Personal radar drone
We need
ready for
radar!
escort.
Send recon!
Copy, Jaguar 3-0 en route.
Allied cruise missile away.
Target down!
Counter UAV standby.
Enemy at the buses.
Deploy counter UAV on my mark!
This is Jaguar 3-0, scrambler coverage active.
Reloading!
We're crushing them. Stay with it.
Got them for you!
Sentry gun on station. Stand down, lads. They've had enough for one day.
Loading, stand by. Echo 3-1, Viper 1-1 on approach, ready for tasking. What's your position? Roger, 7-1. Target acquired. Weapons free in 5 seconds. Detonation is good. Re-engaging. Target those vehicles. Don't go.
Team deathmatch. Get out there. Promote the company. We're in the lead.
Movement! Right stun! Right stun!
Enemy at the bridge.
Reloading.
Still firing. Still
Claymore set.
Got them.
Friendly UAV online.
Enemy at the freight elevator.
Reloading.
Setting decoy.
Friendly UAV online.
Right behind you.
Reloading! Changing.
fired. Stand by for danger close.
Better.
Enemy at the shipping area.
We're halfway there. Keep fighting.
Setting decoy.
Allied cruise missile away. Reloading.
Get down!
5 seconds.
Friendly VTOL jet on station.
Setting decoy.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Enemy at the freight elevator.
Calling
Allied cluster strike inbound.
Echo 3-1, Viper.
Throwing smoke!
Setting decoy.
Molotov out! Stop there!
Enemy at the
Cluster strike incoming. We're crushing them. Stay with it. Friendly precision airstrike on the way.
Setting decoy.
Over a good day's work.
Good we go. А-2. Следующая машина. Группа Ж, мы готовы заканчивать. Доложите обстановку. Надо обеспечить дополнительную охрану машин. Выполняю.
Deathmatch. Yes, come. Attack.
enemy at the barber shop. Enemy near Main Street.
We have a personal radar drone ready for escort. Enemy counter UAV. West Rico flyover.
Copy. Falcon 301 route. Personal radar coverage. Radar Counter UAV ready to deploy.
Deploy counter UAV!
This is Falcon 3-0. Scrambler coverage active.
Our counter UAV has been destroyed.
Setting decoy.
Enemy at the construction site.
Enemy at the barber shop.
Setting decoy.
Enemy at the trench.
I've been sizing!
Top strike number 10.
Setting decoy.
Enemy at the trench.
Take it, Max.
Changing max. Running low.
Enemy at the construction site.
Request recon flyover.
Copy. Falcon 3-0 en route for personal radar coverage.
Gotta reload.
I'll give you cover.
Top strike number 10.
Allied cluster
Enemy at the
strike
hotel.
incoming. We have reached the halfway point. Get moving.
Enemy at the construction site.
Falcon 3-0. Personal radar depleted. Recalling to base.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Reloading.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Target
We
down.
have a personal radar drone ready for entry.
Reloading.
Counter UAV ready to deploy.
Deploy counter UAV. Reloading. Request
Falcon
recon
3-0.
flyover.
Scrambler, copy. Falcon 3-0 on route.
Our counter UAV has been destroyed. Enemy cruise missile. Enemy personal enemy cluster strike. Take cover.
Enemy at the construction site.
Falcon 3-0. Personal radar. Recalling to base.
Contact.
1 minute remaining. Our window's closing. Move quickly.
Enemy at the construction site.
Welcome back.
Enemy near main street.
We are out of time. Move. Have courage. Victory will come.
Still firing, still firing. 06, got 141, got enemies inbound from the east, over. Reloading, stand by. Echo 3-1, Viper 1-1 on approach, ready for capture. What's your position? Roger, Step 1, target acquired. Viper 3 in 5 seconds.
Team deathmatch. Shotgun. Let's hunt. We've got control. Take it back.
Viper 1-1 on a...
I'm with you.
Enemy at the palace.
Setting decoy. Setting claymore.
Enemy personal radar in the air.
Still hot, going again.
Enemy counter UAV online. Allied missile on the way.
Reloading. 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 Reloading.
Enemy personal radar in the air.
Reloading. Setting decoy.
Friendly UAV online.
Reloading.
Target marked.
Personal radar in the air. Allied cruise missile on the way. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy counter UAV online.
Reloading.
Enemy's halfway there. Step it up.
I'm out. Reloading. Watch your six.
Enemy precision airstrike inbound. Take cover.
Enemy at the palace top.
Target down. Reloading.
Allied enemy care package inbound.
Close, 3-1. That's too close.
Setting decoy.
Enemy at the cargo container.
Friendly VTOL in the enemy precision airstrike inbound. Take cover.
Reloading.
Enemy at the checkpoint.
We go together. Reloading. I'll give you cover.
Enemy counter UAV online.
Reloading.
Roger, that.
Enemy at the pallet stop.
We're in control. We're losing control. Enemy personal radar in the air. Got control. Friendly UAV online.
Again.
Setting decoy.
Enemy care package inbound.
Reloading.
Less than a minute. We're losing our window. Time to move. Friendly care package on the way.
Target down.
Time's up. Get. Allied cruise missile on the way. I'm hit. Learn from the loss. Adapt or die. Team deathmatch. Here they come. Attack! We have control. Crush them.
Threat eliminated. Reloading.
Setting decoy.
Tossing Molotov.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I have to reload.
Allied UAV overhead.
Using a flash! Throw a grenade!
Setting decoy. Reloading.
Planting.
Allied UAV overhead. Yeah, keep going.
Reloading.
Taking fire!
Setting decoy.
Allied cluster strike incoming. Enemy UAV overhead.
Movement!
Allied UAV overhead.
Reloading.
With you.
Tag out!
Setting decoy.
Enemy UAV overhead. Allied receiver airstrike incoming. Be aware. Keep hitting them. We have this. Mission accomplished. Regroup. Return to base.
Echo 3-1, Viper 1-1 on approach, ready for tasking. What's your position? Roger, 7-1. Target acquired. Weapons free in 5 seconds. Detonation is good. Re-engaging. Target those vehicles. No go, 3-1. That's too close to friendly.
Team deathmatch. You are clear to engage all threats.
Enemy at the
We're in
bridge.
the lead. You've lost the lead. Enemy personal radar online.
Enemy at the courtyard. Enemy at the bridge.
Enemy UAV overhead. We've taken control.
Grenade out!
Reloading. Coming. Take cover. We're in the lead.
Not now, Outlander. If you need some sort of assistance, go find one of the House Guard. You must be one of the freelancers the Council employed to supplement the duties of the House Guard. Very well. I'll tell you what I know. Vea ran away. Again. I hope you can succeed when my troops have failed. If anything happens to Vea... I've known the Relith family since I was a child. Vaya is like a sister to me, and I'll do everything in my power to get her home safe and sound. Even trust an outlander. We think her friends may know where she is, but they keep eluding us. Perhaps, as long as you don't get too close. They've been running notes of late. I think it has something to do with Vaya, but the runners keep evading my guards. Look for a group meeting on the other side of town, and see if you can follow the note. When you find Vaya's friends, remember to keep your distance. You just want to spot the note carrier and follow him to whoever's receiving these messages. That's the key to locating Vaya. If you can't do it, don't worry. The house can handle it. Vaya's a born warrior. Hard-headed, stubborn, a real pain in the ass. She can fight like an angry netch, though. I keep trying to get her to join the militia, and she always turns me down. That's not my tale to tell. If Councillor Eris or his wife won't speak of the troubles his family has had to deal with in recent weeks, maybe you can ask Vaya. If and when you find her. We started to notice groups of young dark elves gathering in out-of-the-way parts of the city. One of my guards saw them pass a note between them, but they split up and she lost them in the back alleys. Could be a love poem or a recipe for Kwama cream cocktail, but we suspect it's the way Vaya has been keeping tabs on what's been happening in the city. Look, it may amount to nothing, but the note could give us a lead on where to find Vaya.
Telvanni can't be happy these days.
You're talking about that slave revolt?
Yeah, their shipments have slowed down a lot. I wonder what they'll do now.
Sadly.
Get this letter to Trevis. It's important. Just don't let House Redoran get their hands on it. If you think you're being followed, find a place to hide. Good luck.
Stay away from me, I'm warning you! You won't get this note!
We should drink to something.
I saw you head across the bridge toward Vaya's friends. So, how did you fare, Outlander? Did you learn anything that might help us find the Councillor's daughter? Trevis? That laggard? I never understood what Vaya saw in him. I suggest you go back and try again. Just do a better job of keeping your distance and don't lose sight of the note carrier. That's our best chance of learning anything.
Get this letter to Trevis. It's important. Just don't let House Redoran get their hands on it. If you think you're being followed, find a place to hide. Good luck.
Stay away from me, I'm warning you!
I saw you head across the bridge. I saw you head...
Get this letter to Drevis. It's important. Just don't let House Redoran get their hands on it. If you think you're being followed, find a place to hide. Good luck.
Stay away from me, I'm warning you.
Could you spare some gold? A little food? Perhaps a fine pet. St. Realms gave up her...
I saw you head... Drevis.
Get this letter to Drevis. It's important. Just don't let House Redoran get their hands on it. If you think you're being followed, find a place to hide. Good luck.
Even if you hadn't destroyed those shipments, I'm sure the Tribunal would have stopped the plague before it reached Morna.
Nils, please, if you just listen.
Take care of yourself, Father. Always work.
Hello. Greetings.
Mills, please, if you just listen.
Take care of yourself, Father. You always were good at that.
Perhaps you can aid me. Are you looking for work?
I saw you head across the... Drevis?
Get this letter to Drevis. It's important. Just don't let House Redoran get their hands on it. If you think you're being followed, find a place to hide. Good luck.
Another distraction.
This is taking longer than I'd planned.
Get this letter to Drevis.
This on
it's
straight?
important. Just don't let House
Did you
Redoran
hear?
get their hands on it.
House Redoran denounced the Morag Tong. Isn't that...
If you think you're being followed, find a place to hide. Good luck.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Please, I need to get food.
Yeah! Yeah!
The fire's warm.
Well done. This should help us determine what happened to
You
Vea's
could buy
brother.
a fella a drink.
Hello, can I help you? Wait a moment. You're one of those hirelings House Redoran pays to harass us simple folk. Look, all Vea wants to do is to find out what happened to her brother. Too bad the house doesn't seem to care a swit about any of that. Vea wants nothing to do with the house or her father. Why can't any of you respect that? Even if I wanted to help, I haven't seen Vea since she snuck out of town. We communicate by notes, and this one isn't even about her. Well, if you must know, it concerns Vea's brother. He was an officer in the House Guard before he vanished without a trace. We've been trying to help Vea find him. A local tough, goes by the name of Ashur. He delivers the letters. We usually meet him outside of town to the northeast. But good luck trying to get any information out of him. Ashur is not known for his conversational skills. I think we're done here, don't you? I told you where to find Ashur. He's been passing our notes on to Vea. Just to the north and east, outside of town. Or is this your way of offering to save me a trip, since you're headed his way? You think I'm just going to tell you all our secrets, Outlander? Oh, that's not going to happen. I won't betray Vea. I think we're done here, don't you? I told you where to find... I'm not telling you anything, you Redoran lapdog. Sorry about that. I'm kind of on edge, if you hadn't noticed. Everyone knows Vea's brother. Or they did, before he disappeared. Ulran was an exemplary officer. Everything House Redoran could hope for. Vea won't rest until she learns the truth. She ran away because her father refused to give her a straight answer. She suspects he was involved in Ulran's disappearance. Or that he at least knows more than he's willing to say. Is it any wonder Vea decided to take matters into her own hands? Balmora's not that big. Most of the sons and daughters of the house leaders and prominent merchants know each other. Vea's one of us, and we'll do whatever it takes to help her find her brother. Well, within reason. And Vea would do the same for us. That's why we're helping her. She really is a terrific person. You think I'm just going to tell you all our...
Bakruti is pleased to see you. This one, goodbye, my friend.
All are welcome, so come. How's Lalu?
You've killed one of my gang, Swit. No writ will protect you from us. That's it! Kill the Morag Tong and any witnesses!
I'll just take my leave. No use getting my axes bloody again.
I need aid! Heal me! I'm hurt!
I had that situation under control. Just needed them to make the first hostile move. Still, I cleaned enough blood off my axes for one day, so thanks for lending a hand. You were you? Was it Melissa? I told her I'd close out my tab after I completed another contract. That woman has the patience of an anxious Nyx. Well, tell her I'm good for it. I'll stop by and we can conclude our business cordially. Vea? The new apprentice? Now why in Oblivion do you care about Vea? Are you now? And why do you want to do that? Never mind, I don't really care. I was asked to pass along some notes, but I'm not really the messenger type. I suggest you talk to Vea's mentor. Last I heard, she had a job in the Western Ruins. Make sure you don't anger Vea's mentor, or even look at her the wrong way. She's grown surprisingly protective of that young woman, and if she thinks you pose a danger... Besides, I'd hate to see you wind up on the wrong end of one of our writs. You know, the usual buyer's remorse. I see a lot of that in my line of work. Turns out, I had to kill a bad man who did bad things. The writ was legal and above board. Unfortunately, his brother didn't see it that way and was looking for revenge. Oh, you make it sound so obscene. Still, that's pretty much an accurate description. But it's not like I work for the Dark Brotherhood or anything. I don't kill anyone without a sanctioned writ. Keeps the great houses in line. It's a calling. I'd rather not. She's particular about her secrets, and I don't want to get on a bad side. You should keep that in mind too if you plan to continue on this course. Vea's mentor usually sticks to the rules, but I wouldn't turn my back on her.
Pakruti welcomes you. May luck follow you.
Leave me, Outlander. Let me die in the shame I brought to Malakath. Defeated by a lone warrior. Malakath will laugh at our incompetence. An assassin. Probably a Morag Tong. She tracked our leader here. But she doesn't know. We set a trap inside the ruins. Oh.
She's just one woman! Get inside the ruins and stop her!
Let the assassin come. I'm tired of running and she doesn't frighten me.
Turning up at the most unusual moments, don't you, hero? Questions? I don't have time for questions. I have a writ to complete. Look, I can't keep these evil cultists waiting. You want to talk? Find me after I finish this job. Hero, we really need to stop meeting like this.
Come out, little assassin! Or is the Morag Tong too scared to meet the powerful Snag face to face? There she is. Surround her. Cut her apart.
How sweet.
I'm Malakath Singrid Tusks! You won't get past me!
Excuse me, hero. I have to see an orc of our wrist.
Don't kill me! I didn't have to injure
interfere with House Telvanni's plans. I made a mistake.
A mistake? Well, that explains everything. I'll just let the Telvanni know. I'm sure Mage Valen will understand.
Oh, that's a relief. I thought for sure you were going to kill me.
I am. I hate when my leathers get wet. And this is a new outfit, too. Ah, well. I suppose we ought to discuss what you're doing here. I have to admit, when I saw you, I thought, what the tusk are you doing down here? Pardon my Orcish. Did you really follow me across the continent? That shows commitment. Kind of creepy, but still a lot of commitment. Oh, that's not what I expected. But you can just turn around and leave. You're not going to find her. Veya's going through a difficult time right now. And the last thing she needs is some House Redoran lackey adding to her pain and confusion. I know you, hero. It's old man Eris I don't trust. He didn't tell you about Veya's brother, did he? How House Redoran exiled their favorite son. No? Didn't think so. Veya deserves answers, and I promise to help her. You need to just walk away. Outsiders? Is her father really that desperate? Look, tell Eris that Veya's safe and you'll see her soon, but no more outsiders. If my organization gets skittish, they'll return to the shadows and take Veya with them. They'll only deal with you. Well, it's not exactly a lie, and I don't want things to get out of hand. I'll arrange a meeting, provided Veya agrees. You let Eris know she's safe. Get him to stop hiring freelancers before someone gets hurt. I'll send word when we're ready. Ah, were you imagining a hot bath, a bottle of wine, and a secluded cottage with a roaring fire? Me too. Instead, we're up to our armpits in the usual muck and mire, just like old times. All this, and things are looking up for my organization, too. I suppose if you're in for a sliver, you might as well be in for the log. I'm with the Morag Tong, and what you witnessed was a legal murder. According to my writ, the Orc had to die. So, I killed him. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to Veya. Veya and I have a history. Her brother, too. They were good kids. Liked to watch me train. Now I feel responsible for her. When she came to me looking for help and asked to join the Morag Tong, who was I to refuse? That was her decision, not mine. Veya's good with a blade and tracks like a Nord Ranger. She's a natural at this, and it gives me a chance to keep an eye on her. So now I'm her mentor and she's my apprentice. I wouldn't have it any other way. That was poetry in motion. Not only is my organization getting choice assignments again, but we're starting to recover some of our prestige. Specifically, these Malakath cultists interfered with House Telvanni, so they had to be dealt with. Oh, him? No one special. Just the leader of this particular band of mad cultists. His name was on the writ, so I had to end him. It's what I do, after all, and I do it so well.
How may I be of assistance?
If you learned anything relating to the whereabouts of my daughter, please talk to my husband. He's been anxiously awaiting your return. Important? I suppose that depends upon who you ask. My husband thinks so. I'm the treasurer here in Balmora. My job requires that I record all important transactions regarding Redoran finances and balance everything to the last gold piece. Councillor Eris, who oversees Redoran operations in the Balmora region. Our family is one of the most respected in the house. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, wherever it is you come from. Now, if you don't mind, I have a lot of work to do.
I'm surprised to see you back here, but I'm also relieved. Does this mean you have news about my daughter? Is she safe? Is she ready to come home? Vaya joined that cult of assassins? I was afraid she'd do something rash. But what was she thinking? I don't see the Morag Tong as safe, but at least she's still alive, so I suppose that's something. When are we going to meet with my daughter? She won't meet with me? No, I suppose she's not ready for that quite yet. As for Vaya's brother, that was all the doing of the Redoran Council. I'm not allowed to discuss the details, but he's still alive, if that's what Vaya is worried about. Naryu's back in town? She's as stubborn as Vaya. Very well. No other outsiders. Although I can't dismiss the mercenaries that Captain Brivin employs. House Redoran is my life, as is Vaya. I'll do everything in my power to see her home safely. As you say, no other outsiders. But there are rules, Outlander. I must do everything within reason to maintain the honor of House Redoran. Here, your first payment. Soon, however, I'll expect more than just a verbal confirmation of Vaya's safety. When next you see her, tell my daughter that I want to talk to her. Vaya can set the terms, but I expect her to stop running away when things don't go her way. Vaya has always felt shackled by the rules of House Redoran, hobbled by the many duties and obligations it presses upon its subjects. After the situation involving her brother, she decided she wanted nothing more to do with the house, or with me. That may be an oversimplification, but I suppose your statement is accurate. I walk a narrow path between House Counselor and loving father. Unfortunately, the former often supersedes the latter. That's why I want to speak to Vaya again.
Well, look at that. Now you said I'd find you here, and damn it all if she wasn't right. Did I mention how much I hate being a messenger? Makes me wish I had a writ so I could kill something. Anyway, Nayu wants to talk to you. Said you'd know what it was all about. Here. This should explain everything, sort of. It's a map. We change locations every other day for security reasons, just in case it falls into the hands of House Redoran or someone else with an axe to grind with our organization. Never had to use a map before. Amateurs. This one leads to a key to one of our safe houses, and another map. The first map? It depicts a particular town. Kind of like this one. Hint, hint. The rest? Well, you'll have to figure that out on your own. Look, I know you're helping Councillor Eris, but if that map falls into House Redoran hands, I'll probably have to kill you. Nothing personal, mind you. We're already having a bit of trouble with the house, and we'd rather not make matters worse. Well, look at you. You're a practical genius. Look, Nayu seems to trust you, so I suppose I have to trust you too. But that's a powerful secret you've been given. Betray us, and you'll find my blade in your back. Unless Nayu kills you first. The Morag Tong has the authority to accept and carry out writs of execution. We keep the great houses from engaging in all-out war, but they rarely appreciate the work we do on their behalf. House Redoran in particular wants to shut us down. The other houses have used us to take Redoran down a peg or two of late. To be frank, for all their vaunted honor, the house cries foul whenever someone gets the better of them. Our status is tenuous enough without Redoran's constant harassment. As I understand it, the Morag Tong made mistakes in the past, grew too arrogant. We had to lay low for more than a century. Now, we're taking select contracts, working to re-establish our reputation. It's not our fault most of them concern Redoran. What are you implying? Can't a person do something nice to help out an ally every now and again? Oh, who am I kidding? I hate playing the messenger. Haven't you ever done something you hate because it was the right thing to do? Then you understand what I'm talking about. Being noble, doing the honorable thing. It can be a real pain in the arse, but a favor given becomes a favor returned. Eventually.
Even if you hadn't destroyed those shipments, I'm sure the Tribunal would have stopped the plague before it reached Rome.
Sorry about all the subterfuge, but we can't be too careful when it comes to security around here. Don't be so eager, my darling. It reveals too much about your ultimate intentions. But yes, Vea would very much like to meet with you. You intrigue her, and your connection to her father could prove beneficial once she knows she can trust you. Redwin records. House officials keep track of everything. Incidents, commendations, births and deaths. Whether important or mundane, they detail it all in their registry. Vea believes the registry contains information about her brother Ulram. Don't sound so offended. You had to know your hands were going to get dirty eventually. You are dealing with assassins and politicians, after all. The local keeper of records, Lord Drano, is away, so security at his townhouse should be light.
You had your chance to leave. Now I'm calling the guard. The guard better give me a cut of your bounty. After all you've put me through.
Merchandise.
Hold still, stop weaving.
still alive, I see. And since you're here, that means you weren't captured and hauled off to a Redoran dungeon. Good for you. Were you able to acquire the registry? And does it contain any information about Vea's brother, Ulron? Ulron was exiled? That can't be right. He's an exemplary officer and a good man. Plus, he's the son of a counselor. Why in oblivion would House Redoran banish one of their brightest stars? I can see that. There has to be more to the story, but I'm not sure how we get it. Still, you proved you could be trusted, and you admirably performed this task. So I suppose I should let you meet with Vea now. There's an abandoned cave along the coast. It's in the swamp and smells like rot, which makes it the perfect place to hide. Vea's supposed to wait inside, but she's bored. I know she's been sneaking out. You'll find her in the cave or just outside. Get to the swamp and find Vea. She's eager for any information about her brother, so she's really going to appreciate getting that registry. Just try not to be too charming when you meet her hero. She has enough distractions as it is. Vea would face too many temptations here in Balmora. Friends, favorite places, familiar sights and sounds, not to mention the proximity to all things House Redoran. Even the most thick-headed house guard would eventually stumble over her. Oh, don't thank me, hero. As long as you're useful and don't betray us, then we're engaged in a mutually beneficial arrangement. Cross us in any way, however, and you'll never see my blade before it plunges into your heart. Vea's young, bored, and stubborn. That makes for a volatile combination. She wants fresh air and freedom. I can't blame her for that. I can blame her for assuming I'm not aware of her little excursions. I thought I trained her better than that. Danger's a relative term, especially when you're dealing with relatives. Vea can make her own decisions. If she wants to risk getting caught by House Redoran, that's on her head, especially since she knows they've been searching that area. Well enough. Ulron and Vea used to sneak out to watch me train. I have a way with blades that fascinated them to no end. Eventually, our fondness developed between the three of us. And to think, I never even had a nick sound growing up. It's not like personal relationships are against the rules, though I suppose they are sort of frowned upon. Anyway, my assignments always brought me back to Vardenfell, so we were able to keep in touch and visit even as they grew older. Anything's possible, but the Ulron I know holds honor above all else. I can't believe he'd do something so dishonorable that the House leaders would demand his exile. We need to find out more about what happened.
Please, if you just listen.
Take care of yourself. Always work.
And you're sure it's Vaya? House Redoran isn't emptying its coffers so you can chase your own tails out here.
You pay the war claws well, because the war claws are the best there is. We have the kitten scent. It's just a matter of time before my warriors catch her.
Of course, Ferhara. Just make sure she doesn't get out of the swamp. I'll take my soldiers and guard the eastern paths, in case she eludes your warriors again. Ah, the Counselor's lackey. I understand you've made significant progress in your search for Veya. As a matter of fact, so have we. This whole ordeal will be over soon, and then you can be on your way, Outlander. My mercenaries have spotted Veya skulking about the northern portion of the swamp. Between my soldiers and Ferhara's warclaws, the Counselor's daughter will soon be home safe and sound. Veya's brother? It's a sad story. Killed one of his own soldiers to protect an Ashlander of all things. I think they were being too lenient when they simply exiled him. But that's how they treat the privileged few. Ulron always had an unnatural attraction to the Ashlanders and their savage ways. He felt that an Ashlander life was worth more than a Redoran life. The Council didn't agree with his assessment. This will all be over as soon as Ferhara finds Veya. As you say, Ferhara's warclaws take their contract as seriously as you do, however. Get in their way, and I can't guarantee your safety.
Ferhara assumes the Counselor's minions will not present a problem for the war claws. Yes, Captain?
The Outlanders have been warned, Ferhara. I leave everything else to your discretion.
By the three! You really shouldn't sneak up on a person like that. If you're working with those mercenaries, I assure you, you won't take me without a fight. Oh, right. Nara, you mentioned something about that. Look, I can't wait to hear what you learned, but the swamp is crawling with mercenaries. There's a cave to the northeast. We can talk there. Unfortunately, there's a mob of those beast people between here and the cave. I was going to try and sneak past them, but every time I get too close, I think one of them catches my scent. You're going to tackle that mob of fur and claws? I'm impressed. Meet me at the cave when you're finished. I think we have a lot to talk about. Oh, and try not to get killed. I really want to know what you came all this way to tell me. Meet me in the cave to the north when you finish with the mercenaries.
I can smell the Dark Elf kitten. Looks like we're the first ones here. I'm hurt!
Warclaws! Let's flay this outsider!
what do you think of my luxurious accommodations? It's got dirt and rock, fungus and a poultry fire, all the comforts of home. Anyway, you said you had information about my brother, Orun. What did you find out? No, that can't be right. Orun's honorable and noble. He's a model soldier. What could he have possibly done to warrant being banished? What? My brother has always been interested in the Ashlanders. Even showed them a kindness the rest of the house doesn't approve of. But for him to kill someone, especially one of his own soldiers, something terrible must have happened. I know the tribe that Orun liked to help, brought them supplies and such. He'd go and visit their camp whenever our father wasn't paying attention. Will you go with me to talk to them? Wait.
She can handle herself just fine, hero. Vea, grab your things. It's time to go.
Go? Why? What's going on?
The Warclaws are marching toward this cave along with half the House Redoran soldiers in Balmora. We need to go now.
Damn it! They must have followed us. I'll get my stuff.
Dealing with an arrogant, impatient, overconfident young woman. Now I know how my mother must have felt. We need to move. It won't take those damn cats long to find this place, not with their sense of smell. The back tunnels. Better than heading out the front door and right into the main contingent of Redoran troops. Councillor Eris brought additional soldiers from town. He's intent on getting his daughter, and he may have the numbers to do it. One more thing. The back tunnels wind their way through territory that House Redoran recently acquired. We may run into some resistance, but it shouldn't be as bad as what's waiting outside the front of the cave.
I've never ventured through the exit, so this will be new territory for the both of us. I'll do my best to try and help, though. Does the ceiling look unstable to you? I'm ready for anything. Well, except if the tunnels cave in on top of us. What?
Search everywhere. Captain Brivin thinks the Councillor's kitten might try to escape these tunnels.
Damn! Those cat bastards are harder to shake than a blind date. This looks promising. Let's give it a try. That must be the way out. I just hope there aren't any Redderans up there. Father ruins everything. I'm so close to finding my brother, and he shows up to drag me back home. Well, I'm not going back without a fight. You do that for me. Thanks, I guess. But what can you possibly do against all those soldiers? My father brought the whole damn army with him this time. Clever. Tell my father whatever he wants to hear. That might actually work. Afterward, meet me at the Ashlander camp to the south. My brother would often visit that particular tribe. It's as good a place as any to start. Once I find Ulran and make sure he's all right, I'll meet with my father. But that meeting will be on my terms, not his. And tell him to call off his soldiers, or I might change my mind. That should buy us some time.
Halt! Who goes there?
Stand down. These outlanders work for me. The captain reported that he had seen you in the area. There are also multiple reports that Veya has been spotted. Tell me, have you seen my daughter? I won't sleep well until she's home, safe and sound. I also said that the captain has his own resources. The War Claws report to Briven, not me. Look, we're all just trying to get my daughter home safely. Now, tell me what Veya's thinking. It was a gamble, I admit. An opportunity I couldn't let slip away. You won't make me feel guilty about trying to find my daughter. So, where and when will Veya meet with me? Very well. We'll do this her way. Veya can be as stubborn as her mother sometimes. But tell my daughter that my patience won't last forever. Next time, I expect Veya to be with you. Or I might just let Captain Briven do this his way. Do as I command, and let them pass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ashlanders, not with those tails.
This is disturbing. I can't believe this. Why allow the Warclaws to run roughshod over the camp like this? What's House Redderin thinking? And what in the name of the three have they done with the Ashlanders? My brother often visited this camp. Took me along a couple of times. It used to be such a vibrant place, so full of life. I know House Redderin wants to expand along the western coast, but I never expected they'd set the Warclaws loose like this. If Ulran was here, he'd never stand for the Warclaws invading the camp. He told me the Ashlanders were the same as you and I. Different beliefs don't necessarily make people bad. We need to see if we can find out what happened here. I really want to help, but Naryu won't hear of it. We don't get our hands dirty unless there's a writ attached. She's so fond of reminding me. We'll hang around and wait for you to find something before we move in.
Veya, I don't think this is a good idea. We're trying to keep you out of House Redderin hands, remember?
You're not my parent, Naryu. I can take care of myself, even if the Mother of Blades doesn't think so.
Damn it, Veya! You know I hate that title. I'll make sure Vea stays out of trouble. Just find whatever you can so we can get out of here before the War Claws notice us. She only calls me that to annoy me. It's an obscure Morag Tong title given to ranking female agents when they take on apprentices. She's just lucky that as her mentor, I'm not allowed to kill her. You're not that lucky. If I'd realized how popular this camp was going to be with Outlanders, I would have moved the tribe ages ago. You don't appear to be one of the heretical invaders, but looks can be deceiving. What do you seek, stranger? Ah, Ulran the Exile. He disgraced his family and lost his status, but remained true to his heart. Ulran is here. He tried to stand against the Redorans, just as they detained me within this yurt. I assume they dragged him off to the mine, along with most of the tribe who refused to let those tribunal dogs walk all over us. Or should I say tribunal cats in this instance? Be wary. The mine will be as protected as the camp, maybe even more so. It's a small hole in the ground, but it served us well until the Redorans and their war claws arrived. Now they toss my people aside and lock the door. Warclaw Irgazar carries the key, but there is a spare in the supply yurt. Get the key to the mine from either the Warclaw's commander or the supply yurt, whichever suits your needs. Perhaps you'll find what you seek within Kudanot's depths. To keep the head and the body separate. As long as I'm here, I can't offer my people hope or advice, and I certainly can't compel them to rebel against these invaders. I have no doubt. However, my place remains with my people, at least for now. The Warclaws have treated me well so far. They believe I can make their tails fall off if I so choose. Who am I to dissuade such creatures from their beliefs?
We're just going to burn them? Even the Redoran?
The captain called them traitors and savages. Said the good roasting was more than they deserved.
Intruders! War claws! Attack! Intruders! War claws! Attack!
Down here! Come on! Wait. What's that smell?
Veya, stay back. You don't need to see this.
What happened here? Oh gods! They murdered these poor Ashlanders! Oh no! Oran! Oran! Wake up, please! You can't be dead. You just can't!
Veya shouldn't have had to see this. Even I'm finding it hard to believe that the mercenaries would slaughter these Ashlanders for no reason. Not to mention the son of a house counselor. Doesn't make any sense. I suppose anything could happen in the heat of the moment. But to kill a Redoran, even an exiled one, that's presumptuous even for the War Claws. I wonder if Eris knows about this. I'm not sure how Veya's going to get her answers now. I've seen these before. They use them in Eastmarch to record and send important messages. They're expensive and as rare as a sober Nord. But Oron was always attracted to the contrivances of other cultures. Shall we see what it has to say?
If you're listening to my voice, know that my time is short, and what I have to say is important.
Brother, is that you?
Everything that happened was a deliberate act to discredit me. I need to report the events so my sister can learn the truth about her brother. You have to understand, I don't share my house's hatred and distrust of Ashlanders. So, during my normal patrol, when I heard that Ashlanders had come to Balmora, or causing trouble, I was dubious to say the least. I arrived to find one of my soldiers arguing with the Ashlanders. He spat at them, called them savages. When one of the Ashlanders objected, my soldier drew his sword. Before I could intervene, my soldier's blade struck him down. I ordered the soldier to stand down, but he ignored me and stepped toward the second Ashlander. I killed my own soldier. I had to. Before I knew it, I was dragged before the Redoran Council and exiled. I never even got to say farewell to my sister. I believe I was set up for this fall, but I don't know by who. I came to this camp for shelter, but House Redoran's reach grows ever longer. Now Captain Briven's here. I'm going to talk to them, just in case I made this stone for my sister Veya.
Oran! Damn it! What am I supposed to do now?
I agree with Ulran's assessment. Certainly sounds like someone led him into a situation guaranteed to make him fail. I can't believe he put this burden on Veya, though. What was Ulran thinking? I didn't say that. I'm just not sure how to proceed. We're entering dangerous waters here, going up against House Redoran. and we don't even have a writ to protect us. I'm going to take Vea and head back to our safe house in Balmora. I found our cave, but the abandoned basement is still secure. After that, I'm not sure. The Morag Tong has rules. If I break them, I'll have to deal with the consequences. We can't just kill with wild abandon. We follow a code. We only execute those whose names appear on sanctioned writs. If we kill respectable citizens without a writ, that's just murder. So, without proof and a proper writ, my hands are tied. You do that, but be careful. We're not sure who in the House Redrin is involved, and I'd rather not see you wind up like these poor Ashlanders. Vea and I still need your help to get to the bottom of all of this. We'll see you in Balmora, Hera.
And so the Outlander returns, as we discussed in the swamp. I expected you to return with Vea, or present me with a time and place for us to meet. Tell me, Outlander, which complication? What kind of complication? I ordered my soldiers to stand down and let you do things your way. But instead of results, you bring me excuses. No. That's not possible. My son was banished, ordered to leave Vardenfell and never return. Why would he disobey me and go to those savages? Vea was with you? And you left her out there? By the three, everything is unraveling no matter how hard I try to maintain control. I need you to do something else for me if you would, Outlander. tell my daughter I'm sorry. Tell her she needs to stay away until I can calm things down. I don't want to see anything happen to her. Promise me. And take this. Consider it payment for your efforts thus far. If you'll excuse me, I need some time to consider everything you've told me. Once I determine the best way to proceed, I'll contact you. In the meantime, make sure Vea stays away from Balmora and House Redoran. The captain serves House Redoran with honor and dedication. He's out doing his job. If Brivin had anything to do with my son's death, he would have reported it to me. He'd have no reason to keep such news from me and the other counselors. I'll speak to Brivin when he returns. But understand, the captain operated under my orders. He's an exemplary soldier and an upstanding member of the House. Like me, everything he does is for the betterment of House Redoran. It was never meant to be an attack. I sent Captain Brivin to clear land that already belonged to House Redoran. The Ashlanders were given an opportunity to depart. The situation didn't have to turn violent. Those damn savages should have just left. House Redoran has been slowly expanding in that direction for years. We claimed that area almost a year ago, but we were forced to temporarily abandon it when a massive ash storm hit. Before we could return, the Ashlanders moved in. Redoran depends on that land for hunting and resources. The Ashlanders are like a plague of insects. They sweep into an area, take everything, and move on. We couldn't allow them to do that here. So I sent Captain Brivin to convince them otherwise.
Even if you hadn't destroyed those shipments, I'm sure the Tribunal would have stopped the plague before it reached Mournhold.